Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Cider. Today we're gonna watch some Noob play cEDH. In today's game, we've got a Tayam, a Krarkashima, a Thrasios Vial Smasher or Trasmasher, and a Jhoira. Tayam will be a milling deck, trying to activate Tayam, mill tree, bring back something that is 3 CMC or less. So he gets an Undying, a sack outlet, and a mana generator, and he goes infinite. Krarkashima wants to... It's the quintessential storm deck. You want to copy Krark, you can use Varen, and then you can just roll 5 dices. If you win one, lose one, you're golden. At some point, it just goes infinite. Thrasios Vial Smasher. Pretty sure Vial Smasher is there only for the colors. But then again, you get all the colors except white. White is to slow people down. So it's actually should be a pretty quick deck. Access to all the tutor, access to the ritual. Unsure, maybe some wheels, I don't know. Jhoira, I got smashed by Jhoira not so long ago, so she taps, gets an ingenuity counter. With that ingenuity counter, she can put a artifact with CMC less than the number of counters. Beginning of the game, well, it could give you a free mana rock, so it's not that bad. But when it gets to 9, 7 for the Chromatic Orrery, 9 for Portal to Phyrexia for free, Spine of Fish Saw for free, actually goes pretty crazy. Not a sponsor, but I want to give a shout out to the cEDH Canada team. They are a bunch of volunteers that are trying to grow the community across Canada. We are reaching from BC to Quebec City. I'm not sure if we had anyone from Atlantic yet. However, they are trying to create events, grow the community, mainly based around Cornwall, west of Montreal. They are coming in Montreal. We are gonna make some events in Kingston. They are making an event in Toronto. So cEDH Canada, yep, trying to get the community bigger. So pre-games are being called now. Krarkashima going down to 4. Gotta be something. Pre-game actions are called. Jhoira dropping a Gemstone Cavern. Filing a land. The Delta fetching for a... most probably no, not Taiga, it's the Bayou? Scrubland. Okay. No. It has to be Bayou because it cannot get any green. Krarkashima dropping a fetch. Trasmasher, a Noble Hierarch. Jhoira fetch and cast Jhoira. Turn 1 Jhoira, that's something. I saw this Strangleroot Geist in Tayam's end, so he has his Undying creature. Cracking for a basic plane. Bloom Tender with Expedition Map. Krark fetching, passes. Could have casted Krark. Arcane Signet. That is Telepathy. Something like that. Eidolon, Favorable Elder, Strangleroot Geist, and City of Brass. Staff of Domination for Jhoira. So it's Mug's Diamond, Coveted Jewel, and Krarkashima, Land, Burgi, and Mystical Tutor. Tayam gets casted. He's baiting the Swan Song, but Swan Song is not really the correct answer. Use Bloom Tender to cast Fairborough. Mystical Tutor. Telepathy is a weird card. Desperate Ritual for Krarkashima. Casts Desperate Ritual. Drops the Horn. Sure. I think it's like discard a card, exile 2. Goes for Thrasios. Passes. Ooh, flips Marvin. Phyrexian Sensor. Cracks Expedition Map. Pretty sure he's gonna go get Cradle. Or Gavony Township. Yeah, sure. So Gavony Township allows him to put +1/+1 counters on his creature, which allows him then to activate Tayam. He has Tayam, so he could activate Gavony Township and make 2 activation maybe? He's looking for his Bloom Tender. Tapped it with the Gavony Township. Gamble? How do you resolve Gamble with telepathy? Gamble, the best tomb effect ever. The best end tomb ever. Ooh. 2. Casting Mug Salvage, targeting the Signet. Let's roll to see if it works or not. Loses. Flip loses, goes back to hand. So at this point, he's gonna go and try to cast Rite of Flame. So even he gets to copy it. Pitches Mug Salvage. Flip 2. No blue. Drop his land. He has to... Is that Varen? Oh yeah, it's Varen. Oh, snap. So Varen doubles the triggers from... Well, it doesn't double. It's triggers an additional time, so we will be able to roll dice twice. It's like having a copy of Krark. Marvin has the activated ability of all creatures he controls. Ooh. Activating Jhoira. Goes for Dismember on Jhoira. He will Swan Song the Dismember. Oh, gives a bird to Tayam, which is something. Drops Marvin on the board. Oh, Marvin is a Jhoira now. Snaps. Cyclonic Rift. Cyclonic Rift with no mana. Activates Jhoira. Will drop the coveted jewel. ETBs draw 3. Cool. Land something something. Shore Up and Academy Ruins. Drops a Mox Diamond, exiling a land. Taps 5. Cast Iron Man. I am Iron Man. I don't even know what Iron Man does. Iron Man attacks, create a treasure token. Then you may sacrifice a non-creature artifact. If you do, search a library for an artifact with mana value 1 plus a sacrifice creature. Put it on the battlefield, tap and shuffle. Flying Ace. Absolutely. Ooh, Swift Recon, Cryptolith Right. On the on cast, activate the Tayam activation. There is no good answer. Cryptolith Right so that he gets mana. You can only tap Tayam for mana. So Iron Man attacks, makes a treasure, sacrifice the coveted jewel. Coveted jewel is 5. Coveted jewel is 6, so we can go get a 7. It's equal to 1 plus the sacrificed mana value. So at 7, what is he gonna have at 7? I know Spine of Ishsa, Chromatic Orrery. So we can now pay any mana for... Well, tap gives you 5 colorless, and then you can use your colorless to pay for any color. Krarkashima always trying to say, on my turn, I'm not gonna win. At this point, I'm not sure who's gonna win. 5, 6, 7. He could do a Cyclonic Rift. Oh god, Marvin can tap for 5. Man, this is actually brutal. I absolutely forgot Marvin gets... Oh no, it's ability of creatures. 5, 6, 7 tries to overload Cyclo. It's a question of, does Trash Smasher says something. Fierce Guardianship on the Cyclonic Rift. So, Fierce Guardianship in N. He's hovering a draw. So they call it a draw, but they're still gonna play the game. Herza Saga. Wondering if he's playing a Eidolon or one spell a turn. Repeal. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Carpy or lose. God, Underworld Breach, Metal Misstep, and Gutshot. Exile, Gutshot. Jessica's Will and something. So used Peak. Card in hand, Jessica's Will, trigger. Lose, goes back to hand. Even, so he has a copy of Jessica's Will, Twin Flame, Chrome Mux, and something else. Jessica's Will again. Wins a flip. Copies Jessica. Tayam activation. Touch, White Plume, and something else. So, touch, exiling Krarkashima. So, makes for red, exile top 3, pass through 9, goes back to hand. Gemstone Cavern, 1 and 3 will recast Krarkashima. That is a Delina Wildmage. 2 red and 1 drops a Chromux. Ooh, cannot exile anything that got flipped with Jessica's Will. He has to exile Breach or Misstep. Looking into his graveyard if he has anything good. He does not. At this point, going over and over for Jessica's Will is... Tries to activate Gavody Township, putting counter on everything. He has 3 mana left. Tayam, Bird, and the City of Brass. Strangleroot was just casted, so well. Sylvan Safekeeper and Rishkar. Gets Quirion out. Return a forest to hand. Untap the Fabaro. Retap Fabaro. 1, 2, 3. Activates Tayam. Tries to get a sack outlet. Not lucky. Oh, he has Devoted. Devoted does not have Ace, so he cannot use it now. Gets Orcish to get a Amass counter. Does a copy of Jessica's Will. Makes for red. Huffer. Goes back to hand. So Trash Smasher has 4 cards in hand. If he can use one... because right now, Krarkashima is mana positive. Whenever he casts Jessica's Will for 3, he gets 4 back if he copies one. Drops Jessica's Will again. He has enough. So they're chatting about the So Trash Smasher as Cyclonic Rift in hand could Cyclo Orcish. Tayam could recast Orcish. So it would allow him to kill Krarkashima. If he kills Krarkashima, Krarkashima will now cost 6. Oh, he had 1 blue. Fluster. Let's see if he's able to copy. Well, so with Storm, the first 9 comes in. The first one comes in, it storms for whatever, 5 or something. Right after that, you will get the Krark trigger, but the Krark trigger will only copy the first one and will not copy the one plus the storm trigger. Puts an offer instead. So he's doing that to try to copy offer, counter offer to force targeting offer. Oh, swings Misstep. Discard Misstep to exile 2 cards, snap and expedite. Offer, the first offer gets exiled, unable to make a copy, makes a copy. So he offer the Cyclonic Rift back on Jessica's Will, makes a copy, Grape Shot, misses, pays 2 for Breach, Rite of Flame, lose, win, and at that point they're just doing, yep, Krarkashima won. Congratulations, Krarkashima. If you learned anything in this video, please leave a comment below. Of course, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next game.